you try to do your best. But what is the best option? To get healthy, right?
This was me, crying because I was disappointed that I couldn't finish the famous Torres del Paine hike. I began with loads of enthusiasm and energy, but here came a point when my heart rate kept rising to a dangerous level of 150 beats per minute. At that point, our hike tour guide decided that we must go to an alternative lookout point and skip the final stretch.
Do you want to go to the alternative lookout?
Whatever you say.
Much better, okay?
It wasn't safe, and I was heartbroken. I hate to fail, but I failed and still won on my Patagonia trip. I walked through the mountains and glaciers and braved a changing climate to hike through Patagonia so that I could lose weight. Did I manage to shed a few extra pounds? In this video, I'll tell you all about combining the tough challenges of hiking through the difficult terrain with intermittent fasting, ways to lose weight rapidly, and if they work. Is this all about controlling your hunger and disciplining your mind? Along the way, you'll see the mesmerizing beauty of Patagonia, an untamed natural region that stands tall in the wilderness of South America. But first, how it all began for me. I was a skinny kid at school, someone that most joked about being too thin. Once a skinny teenager, I gained weight after moving to the US 20 years ago, reaching 180 pounds from 140. Despite trying numerous strategies like keto diet, boot camp, exercising, running, and therapy, I couldn't find a sustainable solution. Last year, I finally powered through and achieved peak fitness, but a seemingly minor medical procedure derailed my progress again, which was very demotivating. So, I set myself an aggressive goal to lose 40 pounds, a lot of weight, by going on a gorgeous trip to Patagonia. I was super thrilled. This region of Patagonia is amongst South America's natural wonders in Chile and Argentina. I wish to combine my love for travel and my desire to be fit again. It's a tough series of hikes across Chalten, which is the hiking capital of the world. Calafate, that has the famous Perito Moreno Glacier, known for being the only glacier in the world that's not receding but expanding. And finally, Torres del Paine, which will challenge even my friends who go to the gym 4 times a week. Did I succeed in my resolve to lose 40 pounds through a challenging series of hikes? To find out, you'll need to hear the whole story of my nature-based fitness-centric vacation. Firstly, why is fitness important for me? Because being fit is important for my work and for my life's goal. I built my company across borders, but my fitness routine took a hit as my busy schedule took over, leading to weight gain and depression. Neglecting my 2-hour meditation exacerbated this challenge, impacting me both physically and mentally. As the CEO of a successful company, fitness wasn't a personal preference, but a professional necessity, symbolizing discipline, commitment, and setting a standard for my team. It makes my decisions better and builds confidence, reinforcing the message that self-care is integral to achieving and sustaining success. Now, why did I zero in on Patagonia? What makes this region special? Choosing Patagonia for a fitness reset is a smart strategy and a symbolic moment. Its awe-inspiring landscapes offer a big challenge, and tranquil surroundings, almost making it a natural fit to begin the transformation. With milder temperatures and longer daylight hours, February in the southern hemisphere allows for extended outdoor activities, making it perfect for exploring the rugged terrain and engaging in personal goals. So, I began my hiking experience from Chalten.
Laguna de los Tres.
Remember, the hiking capital of the world, where the journey begins and takes you to the glorious view of Mount Fitzroy at about 3,200 feet above the sea level. Usually, it is an 8-hour hike, but it took me 13 hours because I paced myself.
I took the wrong way and now I'm going back. It's crazy. I should have known when this sign came because it says 4 out of 5. I'm like, we're not doing no 4 out of 5. We better be 7 out of 10 because that was a 10-kilometer 1 kilometer for the 5. 4 out of 5. Golly, man. Already this hike is so tough and I'm making it tougher. But you know what? All that's gonna help me lose weight. All that's gonna help me live healthier. All that's gonna help me release endorphins. All that's gonna help me not drink. All that's gonna help me grow my company. All that's gonna help me grow my channel.
A fantastic hike, and this made me feel lighter and my clothes began to fit better. It gave me a sense of accomplishment. But that was just the first step. The next morning, I took a bus to Calafate and planned for the glacier hike. And this took me to Perito Moreno Glacier. Having walked on thick ice in Iceland, I was looking forward to walking through this glacier.
So we are here at a stopping point in the middle of this amazing glacier. And here we're taking some pictures and we're gonna hike some more and then end it in the end. We're walking with crampons, so I already have experience in Iceland and that's why I think it's pretty easy.
After having seen the glacier and wildlife, I was refreshed. We explored the night skies of Southern Hemisphere on another tour. You can find out all about the wildlife and the night sky and the other experiences in my upcoming videos. Next, I went to Puerto Natales on a bus that cost me $20.
I boarded the bus to Puerto Natales. This is going to be my seat, 54. It's a single one, so I'm happy about it, but there's no storage here, so I'm just going to store under the seat. But it seems pretty comfortable.
This was the Chilean side of Patagonia.
Officially, we have been entered in Chile. Passport is stamped, luggage is scanned. Now we can go back to the bus.
Entering Torres del Paine National Park takes about $80 in guided tour in a group of dozen people or so. And it includes a bus ride to the trailhead.
The hike has begun. I have all these emotions that are going on, but I'm very proud of myself to have signed up for this after the previous one that I did, Laguna Los de Tres, which was very, very hard for me. But still coming here, doing a second hike, which is harder than the last one. Wow. However, I did that just by myself. And now I've got a whole group. I think it's about 15 people, maybe more. And then we've got 3 guides. They're gonna be helping us with everything. We've got the poles this time, so hopefully that's gonna make it a little bit better. But the place that we're going to is over there. That's the base to the Torres del Paine.
Torres del Paine is divided into 3 parts. Initially, it's steep, and then you go through some beautiful forests, and then the final stretch is extremely steep. I could see that my quick fixes were not working, so my body had to endure shock therapy. Experts say that changing your environment rewires your neural pathways, and I believe in doing just that by going to Patagonia. Stretch is the hardest. It takes about 8 hours for the complete hike. I was determined to complete this hike, and I was ready to keep going until I lay flat on the ground. I said to myself, I will not stop. But what made me stop? Well, my hiking guide checked my heart rate, which was at 150 BPM, and it wasn't coming down. So he instructed me to stop, even though I wanted to continue, and that's when I broke down. I had to stop, and this completely broke my heart.
The guide is wonderful, and he's recommending that because my heartbeat is, right now it's 144, but it goes 150, which is not a big deal. But I think there's also like being with the group and making it back to the bus. So I didn't give up, but I guess we have to give up. That's the decision.
But Arvin, you doing really well. So don't worry, don't be frustrated. We can enjoy the experience even if we can get the top. So don't worry, okay? You try to do your best. But what is the best option? To get healthy, right?
I could have insisted, and I did that a couple of times, but either the guide found my heart rate on my watch dangerous, or he did not want to do the hike himself. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I did not want to get upset. We headed to an alternative lookout point and had some lunch. Pausing here and hiking back, the breathtaking views worked their magic on me. Nature's canvas is so immersive. Walking through these mountains only strengthened my resolve to return and complete the hike. Although I had pushed myself both physically and mentally,
I'm gonna go until I lie flat.
my body was speaking a different language. From a different vantage point, I beheld the vista that was truly a sight for sore eyes. As I began to hike back to the base, I did so patiently, without the pressure of a tight deadline. Finally, I had the opportunity to fully appreciate the sheer natural beauty of this place, which was a reward in itself. Walking back at my own pace, I realized the importance of enjoying the process as much as the result. While my goal was to complete the hike, the constraint of time and planning prevented me from reaching the finish line. But in the grand scheme of things, does this really matter? When we travel, it's not so that we can do everything in that place. You always have an option to come back. I promised myself that I shall return to do the entire W circuit. On this trip, I made new friends, soaked in scenic nature, and I realized the importance of never giving up. Now, more than ever, I am determined to return to complete the Torres del Paine hike at my own pace. This time, I will ensure that I'm better prepared physically before embarking on this journey again.